They're calling him Meat, and I immediately went to Porky's.
Oh.
What's up, and welcome back to another episode of Blerd Up Reacts, where we watch and react to the latest and greatest in movie, TV, and gaming. We are your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
And we are back with a reaction for episode 6 of Cobra Kai.
Yay! It was like a gong.
I moved my mic stand because when I was talking last time, I kept bumping it, and apparently where I moved it I still bumped it. So anyway,
well, if you hit it again, we're just gonna go. Matt, can I have the knife, please?
Oh my gosh! So this episode is called. I almost said something inappropriate because I was laughing about it earlier. Pigs get chicks.
And I don't know about you, but the thumbnail for this episode alone, I'm looking at it right now, and it's Miguel oiled up, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Why is he oiled up?
Oh my god!
So I'm so ready for this episode. I have to see, because I know this is Johnny's doing, so I want to see what is going on.
Johnny's circa 1984, 5, 6,
Yeah.
probably about 6. He started the baby arrow.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god!
But at this point, Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang karate or dojos are kind of separated at this point. I think we last ended off on the last episode where
they knocked each other the fuck out. Look,
yeah, we're like, this isn't gonna work. Hawk got his hair cut. Oh no.
I mean,
you don't seem. I was like, oh, you don't seem too upset about that.
I mean, they told y'all to leave Kenny alone, and then y'all was like, meet us at the park, and y'all ain't show up, and you thought they was gonna let you.
But is that not assault as well? Like cutting somebody's hair against their will? Is that not assault?
He ain't gonna tell, so it don't matter. So. It could have. I actually thought it was gonna be worse. I thought he was gonna lose an ear or get another scar on his face.
I thought they were gonna write on his chest Freddy Krueger style, like right. Come and get him, bitch. Like I thought that's what's gonna happen.
Look, Miyagi ho. Look.
Yeah.
So,
but no,
sorry, that was
just a
too
haircut.
much.
So.
But anyway, I mean, that's where we are. And they really do need to get their stuff together, because we getting too close to this tournament. I mean, if it even happens at the end of the season, I still don't know that. I'm trying to cover my eyes because I feel like there's spoilers everywhere. So
there are various spoilers, especially on YouTube. So I've been trying as much as I can to just anything that I see a picture or a thumbnail, something from Cobra Kai, I'd be like, I can't watch it. I can't watch this. So
yeah, before we jump into it, thank you to everyone who likes and subscribes to our channel. I know we were gone for a little bit of a minute taking care of some personal stuff, but we back. We got the shows up and posted, and just for y'all coming through, liking and subscribing like y'all do, we appreciate it. So thank you for that. And of course, if you are new, just stumbling across us, if you are digging a reaction, please make sure you do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with this reaction series and others we have coming.
Yep.
All right. Kicks get chicks. You know I'm having a hard time saying that.
Yep. I hear it in your voice. I do.
Cobra Kai episode 6. Let's go.
Yep. Let's go. I'm ready.
All Valley Sports Arena.
Welcome to the annual All Valley Tournament Board meeting. Missing Daniel LaRusso, as current senseis cannot serve on the board.
Ha.
I'm sorry.
We want to make sure that karate in the Valley gets the respect it deserves.
Enough of this bullshit. Clearly, the blue mats led to a surge in attendance.
Oh my gosh. They're arguing
mats.
So let me get something straight. We're sanctioning an event where boys are encouraged to kick and punch girls. This could be perceived as problematic.
Let's have a girls' championship then.
Right. Y'all do need to split it up.
This proposal will revolutionize the tournament. By a show of hands, we all agree on the changes.
What are the changes? Because I don't know. I need to know if I need to raise my hand or not.
Right.
It's time to step into the future. Send out the letters.
God help us all.
What is it if it's that bad?
I mean, it's already bad.
Yeah.
You might as well.
I have news. The All Valley Committee just announced big changes for the tournament. They're introducing skills competition.
There's gonna be a separate girls division.
Hey,
There'll be 2 All Valley champs.
that's my idea.
So what does that mean for the bet with Cobra Kai?
There's a grand champion trophy for whichever dojo wins the most points.
The girls division is mine.
Well, that just leaves the skills and the boys.
I'm sorry.
Einstein.
This is the worst thing that could have happened to us. Kata isn't karate, it's dancing.
Sensei, sounds like we could use some female
You
students.
have to join forces, man.
I know.
She don't know any girls. All right, go run some laps. Maybe it'll jog your memories.
I know things got heated at Miyagi-Do, but I think having Sam on our team would really help. If you could talk to Mr. LaRusso.
I have nothing to say to him, all right? We'll find a girl champ, don't worry. All right, now get running.
Y'all can't win.
First LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence split. Now this. Mana from heaven, baby.
And neither one of them have the fighters to compete in both divisions. Now is the time to show our strength.
Okay.
Morale boost.
I want our logo
As
on
if they needed
billboards
it.
on the backs of both Old Valley champions. Now we're talking.
What are those? Are those shoes?
You're a hard girl to find. Avoiding your Auntie Candace now, sweetheart?
Now, what do you want?
Well, to see you, of course. And to ask if my sister's disability came in yet.
That money's for us.
Your mom kicks the bucket. Who do you...
Girl, wrong. One.
Gotta hit her in her breast.
You don't give a shit about us. And next year, I'll be 18.
Hey, who do you think's gonna win a custody battle, huh? See you at the funeral, sweetheart. Tick-tock.
And I kick her in her private parts. Yeah! Get out of here. Shoot.
This is it. This is where most of the girls' teams practice.
When I went to this school, the only thing I was better at than karate was talking to chicks. Watch and learn, Diaz. Watch and learn.
I'm not sure if I remember that.
You shouldn't be doing that anyway.
Teen girls want it. Gotta be under 18 or it's a no-go.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Why can't we find anyone for our team?
Hey, Miguel.
Hey, Moon, what's up?
What are you guys doing here?
We're just recruiting for our new dojo.
Eagle Fang Karate.
You know, you should join, actually.
Do I have to hit anyone?
Hell yeah, you do.
You know, you guys should ask my ex. She's the best athlete in school, and she's not afraid to get into a fight. You might want to take a different approach with her.
Right.
I'm pretty sure somebody would have called the police by now. I would have called the police by now.
So you're knocking this time.
Mrs. Russo, I
Oh, wow.
need your help. Come on in.
We can talk outside.
Do it right, Amanda. Come on.
So the principal said he'd consider letting me back into school, but your family would have to sign off.
Going back to school is a big step, but I need you to promise me something.
I'll stay away from Sam. I swear.
I want you to get support. You've been dealing with a lot. Talk to a therapist. It doesn't matter. Just someone who isn't karate related.
So shit. I knew this was gonna happen.
What? What the hell is she doing here?
Uh-oh. Y'all just gonna stare at each other?
She's fast, she's strong.
Girl's a natural eagle.
Which one is yours?
Oh.
Well, that one looks good to me. Still working on my approach. Got any advice?
Police. Somebody call the police.
Sensei John Lawrence of Eagle Fang Karate. Let me tell you why my dojo is a perfect place for a modern young woman like yourself. We live in a world where you gotta be an alpha to survive. You gotta be a man. But at Eagle Fang, we confront that problematic phrase and make it empowering for all. And tear down the neo-masculine hierarchy to confront internalized sexism.
Actually, I have been meaning to join a dojo. I'll be there.
All right.
I can't believe you pulled that off. Did you even know what any of those terms meant?
Do I look like I peed sitting down?
Excuse me?
In my house, you do, because I ain't cleaning that shit up.
Mom, you're the one who wanted her to go to jail, and now you want her back in school?
As long as she is in school, she has something to lose. Sam, she's not going to hurt you.
You're just gonna believe her? Nobody's gonna listen to what I have to say.
Well, that's how parent and child relationships work.
Typically work.
Usually, yeah.
Amanda, why are you helping this girl?
Did I ever tell you about the time I was arrested? I took a baseball bat to my math tutor's car.
Oh.
She was having an affair with my dad.
Oh.
Had no idea.
Misdemeanor reckless endangerment. And kids like Tori, they get the same messages delivered to them over and over again, the same exact way. Sometimes they just need a wake-up call to change course.
She's not the only one who needs a wake-up call.
Amanda, I love you, girl. I knew it's the reason we liked you.
Robbie. Of course. This'll only take a minute.
No, I can save you that minute.
It's time to break the pattern. Terry Silver just popped up out of the blue, right? He did the same thing to me. You'll become stronger than you thought possible.
He's not interested, Mr. LaRusso. New equipment just got in. Why don't you go check it out?
That was awkward.
It did something though. Look.
You had your opportunity with Robbie, now he's with us.
You are not a sensei. You tortured me.
Please. You were a hothead. All I had to do was wind you up. If you're being honest with yourself, you know you liked it. You just don't want to admit there's always been a little Cobra Kai in you.
I don't think that was all lies though.
We know these dojos are gonna just go away.
Right.
All right, so she's a little late, no big deal.
20 minutes, actually.
I'll DM her.
She's at Eagle, not Eagle Fang, Cobra Kai.
Oh no.
What?
Can't wait to kick ass with Team Cobra Kai.
She joined Cobra Kai. They made a bunch of designer gear for all the new students. They got a bunch of new recruits.
Wow.
The fashions.
If we want a shot at first place, we have to compete in the girls division.
Sam a jump ship, don't you think? She'll jump over to Eagle Fang.
I wasn't a champion when you met me. You saw something in me that no one else did. You just have to see that in someone else.
And then Miguel would jump ship to Miyagi-Do.
Well, see, she's alienated now from both of her parents. She likes what Johnny's brought to the table, and now her mom's just hugged her enemy.
I'm sorry, but she would not have that car. With all the stuff that has happened.
Right. Where's she?
Sam? Surprise?
I am so happy to see her.
What's going on? Tori wants to come back to West Valley, and my parents just want me to be cool about it. I feel like I don't have control in my life.
When I started my new school, there was this girl in my homeroom. Just knew she was gonna be my next bully. So I walked right up to her, and you know what I did?
Is this gonna be another front wedgie story?
I introduced myself.
How did that go?
She's my bestie. I struck first.
Just like Johnny taught you.
I'm gonna need that button-up shirt she got on. I like that with the little lightning bolts on it. Ooh.
I'm gonna need these other adults in the karate game.
Sensei, what are you doing here?
I'm not giving up on the girls' competition. Think outside the box.
Put on a wig and stuff.
Sensei.
You ever see the movie Ladybugs?
Oh my gosh.
Jonathan Brandis, right? You remember
I know. And Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect.
Which is ironic considering we're debating the death penalty. Screw decorum.
My book!
Choke on it.
I just found the most badass girl in the valley.
Johnny, you sure you ain't got a daughter out there?
For real.
Look who decided to come back. It's good to see you, Eli.
I'm just here to do what I can to help out the team.
The more help, the better. Good to have you back, man.
Get a checker everywhere.
I know.
Look at her wrists.
And
Where
her
that
hair.
bracelet at?
Look, her hair.
Right.
She might have razors in it.
Oh.
Stop it.
I heard you let me back in, Larissa. So I guess
I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but I'm not scared of you. But if you so much as look at me funny, I will kick your ass for a third time.
This is not
I'm
what
coming for
Aisha
you,
did.
bitch.
See?
I know.
What the fuck?
Making things worse.
I'm finna go on a full-on motherfucking rant.
It was like she did the complete opposite of what Aisha was said.
We're fine. Things were fine, Samantha.
I mean, I understand her want to be like, I'm not gonna get hurt again, but damn, man. Just like sometimes.
Just hard-headed. That's not what Aisha told. First, shout out to Aisha. I'm so glad we got you back. But that's not the fuck she told you. That was not the fucking moral of the story. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe? I can believe it. That's that trash shit I be talking about. That's that shit I be talking about.
I just can't believe, because I really actually thought that she was at the end there. She was gonna be like, hey,
yeah,
you know, let's cut all this BS out and just, you know,
keep the karate in the tournament.
It's not in. It's not in the LaRusso playbook to. Oh, God. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about
it. All right. First off, I don't even know where I want to start now because that just pissed me off. Like, for real, you need a whooping.
Right.
You're gonna have to lead this. I don't know where to start.
Well, I just I feel like I need to watch the next episode because this episode was just like, I hate everything y'all are doing.
Save for Amanda. And see, and this
Yeah.
like Amanda, Aisha. That was the high points of the episode for me. That was the high points of the episode. So
and Eagle Fang finding that debate girl because she was hardcore.
she was hardcore. You know, I'm excited to kind of see how she plays out or whatever. The other girl, something told me she was gonna go to Cobra Kai. So I don't know why. But again, I think we talked about this a couple of episodes ago with Terry's involvement now. Unlimited resources. He's obviously got a brain for business, knowing to attract or make it more attractive to women or anyone who just has an issue with like uniforms. You know, get some merch, get some gear, like get some Instagram worthy pics in the gear and hype up the dojo.
And see, that is another reason why Eagle Fang and Miyagi don't need to come together, because Johnny does not have the resources to do that, and Danny does. So, like,
and they clearly don't have
y'all.
the fighter, and they're behind because Robbie knows the kata. Robbie knows the fighting styles. Robbie knows weapons. Aside from everybody else, it's like there's no question. There's no question that Tori is the female champ. That's just what it is, you know. So it's like, why are y'all playing this game? You're playing a game and you're not even playing it right. You can't win separately. You cannot. I don't care who you get. You cannot win separately because they have way more fighters than you, and their skill set is more well-rounded now that Robbie has taught them Miyagi-Do.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Do you think Robbie's not over there teaching Miyagi-Do?
I don't think they even thought about that. I think they're so busy.
Caught up in the bullshit. Look.
Yeah, to even think about, okay, Robbie knows everything that we're teaching you guys. So it's just
stupid.
This was a very stressful episode for me.
I liked how Terry Silver rolled up behind Daniel talking shit about him.
And that's what I wanted to actually shout out one of our commenters. I believe his name is Michael Ellis, who commented it on one of our previous videos. And seeing Michael Ian Griffin and Ralph Macchio on screen together, it just blows my Thomas. I'm sorry, I said Michael. I'm sorry, Thomas Ian Griffin on screen together. It blows my mind because, and a commenter, Michael Ellis, pointed this out, that Ralph Macchio is actually 1 year older. And I was like,
There's always,
it's not adding up. It does not compute.
He was a grown ass man when he was doing that movie. He was a grown ass man, I think, when he was in Outsiders, I want to say.
Well, still, even if he was a girl, that's the truth. I don't know, even if he was, but being a grown man in, Karate Kid 3, Thomas Ian Griffin, he just looks so much older for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the way he carries himself, or I don't know.
Sorry. I just thought of something that I just didn't even think of. Hey, Thomas.
Is this something you can share? Oh, God. Never mind. Never mind. I actually rewatched Karate Kid 3 the other day, and actually, I don't think I should be rooting for Terry Silver. He said some racist comments in that movie that I was like,
he really
I
did.
don't remember that.
He really did. But I appreciated that moment of him like talking to Robbie and Terry Silver, like rolling up behind him, like, "What you doing, man? You think we wasn't gonna find out?" Something flipped. Something did get through to Robbie though. When Daniel walked through the pattern, he was like, "Noted." And he's got it in his head now, and I feel like he's more vigilant with it now. And there is maybe something does come to a head where he's just like, "Nah, you know what?"
There's gonna be that line. Just like with Daniel, there's gonna be that line.
But I'm gonna go out and say this. Terry Silver, manipulator. He wasn't 100% lying though. He was like, he didn't 100% lie there. He basically picked up on something within Daniel's son. And it wasn't hard to get Daniel's son to break bad. It really wasn't.
Yeah, and I guess now that I think about it again, watching Karate Kid 3 again the other day, I don't think you're wrong. There was a lot of moments in that movie where I was like,
You know
why are
better.
you cussing at Mr. Miyagi? Like, why are
Yeah.
you being so mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. But
We're gonna say the
the
same thing. Yeah.
the difference is like once Daniel actually saw how his, that kind of mentality and his actions can affect other people, he immediately was like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
what am I doing? This is not me.
Yeah. And that's part of Terry Silver's magic because
Mhm.
he fully manipulated him. Now let's look at
Mhm.
LaRusso's background. Single mother home. Like he found easy attachments to, this is gonna come out weird,
Mhm.
but to men though. Like
Yes.
he looked up to Mr. Miyagi and then at some point Terry Silver, so it wasn't hard to get him over the edge. Terry Silver
Right.
definitely manipulated him, but it wasn't as hard as Daniel. Daniel, you weren't resisting
Mhm.
like you think you were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I appreciated that. Speaking of someone else who kind of crossed into borderline, like Johnny, I need you to stop creeping on the, on the high
Yo,
school girl.
in real life, he would be in jail.
Yeah.
He wouldn't. How did he even get on that school campus without somebody being like, "Where are you going?"
Right. Well, he did say in one of the was it the last season, he knew all the secret ways to get in and out of the school. He did say that, but you can't tell me
Still.
during girls' practice, none of
Right.
these coaches noticed this grown ass man walking around talking to the girls like that and seeing them like look disgusted and be like, ew. And then it actually getting around, there's a creeper.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. And two, ain't none of these coaches um, not notice this grown ass man telling a little boy to oil up his arms.
Right.
And not say anything. That just does not happen today.
And even when he's up at the gymnastics place talking about, I'm just trying to think
Yeah.
of my approach or some shit, like, and dude just like sit there and looked and walked
Stepped
away.
away.
I was like,
No, yeah.
like
ain't
you
gonna do
don't
anything
find
about
this weird? Like
I probably would have stepped away too, but I would have been like, boo, 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 boo.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I was like, yeah, I don't want to see this again, Johnny. Granted, he's ignorant to a level that's not the tip he was coming on, but it looked mad
Sketchy.
right? Mad sketch.
Yeah, mad sketchy. Yeah.
Let's talk about Amanda and Tori.
Okay.
I think, how do I want to say this? Amanda saw the turning point and was able to kind of genuinely reach out to her and be
Mhm.
like, go ahead.
I think it's like at one point she saw a little bit of herself
Mm-hmm.
in Tori and was like, this girl just like I needed help back then. After by the way, hold on, pause real quick.
Go back. Let's get to start at the beginning of the story now.
Yeah. I was just gonna pause it for a second, but I was like, Amanda, you a real G for
Right.
like for taking them back to somebody's car while they still in it.
Right.
Okay, I see you.
Right.
But anyways, after that event, she was like, well, Tori needs my help just like I needed help after that. So she's willing to, be like, which is what Johnny and Danny need to do.
Yeah.
But just be like, let's stop all the bullshit. I see you because I've been there before.
Yeah.
Let's start working on getting past this and getting your life back together. And
Yeah.
Stop being this person.
And you notice
So.
the introspection happened earlier
Mm-hmm.
with her. She had already saw what was happening, had already kind of started thinking, what can I do here?
Yeah. Yeah.
We just got to see it on this episode. So the approach she took with her, I appreciated that when she said, if you need help, all you have to do is ask. And when she showed up and asked for it, she gave it to her. She didn't even give her any real stipulations outside. Yes, stay away from Sam, but girl, get therapy. Like,
Yeah.
you've been dealing with a lot now that we've seen her trash ass auntie up here, we really like, yo, like, and thinking about what she's got ahead of her if she does plan on getting custody of her brothers. Like, she's got some shit ahead of her, and she does need to be responsible and strong, and she is going to need an education because you can't do shit without a high school diploma.
Right.
So, and then seeing Sam's reaction, she's alienated from both Danny and Amanda right now, but I don't give a fuck because, again, it's like I understood the madness, but girl, you went to your bestie and your bestie gave you some really good guidance, like, which means basically, like we say, you care about you and only you, and again, you start shit and you can't finish it, and here's another situation where you're starting something, you're the perpetrator of the aggression, and then you try to flip the victim mode. Now, if Tori get in your ass because you done got up in her face, unfortunately, it's going to be a test for her. How bad do you want to get your shit right? But at the same time, I'm like, womp womp, go upside her head, because she did not have to fucking do that.
Yeah.
She didn't have to say shit to her. She went out of her way.
She's had that Cobra Kai mentality. Like, she took that advice that just being that strike first, that Cobra Kai mentality, and took it to heart. I mean, again, Aisha meant it in a different kind of way, but she just was like, F it, I'm gonna do this the Johnny Lawrence way.
But see, even that's a weak-minded person, because she missed the message. She missed the message from the one person who could give it to you really the way it needs to be interpreted. Aisha took the shit and she took what she needed and applied it in a way that worked for her without turning her into a delinquent, right? She gave you the code, the cheat code, sis.
Right.
Like, and if anything, all you had to do was stay away from her. You ain't have to say shit. But
say anything.
But what you did that Portia Williams shit where you start shit and then I'm a victim and oh my God, I'm like that. Shut the fuck up. Like, sorry. It's just piggybacking on something else I saw this week that I was like,
I'm
really?
Blacked out because I remember some having stuff to do with candy. Never mind.
That's a whole other video. By the time y'all see this, hopefully that should have be calmed down. But in case you haven't, Google Portia Family Matters. And you'll see the fuck shit
I'm not even watching that show.
But anyway, so yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in everybody except
everybody except Amanda.
And
Is there
Terry
anybody?
Silver.
There's
I'm not
any
disappointed.
redeemable person?
Look, I'm not even disappointed at him because we knew who he was. We know who he is. We know who Kreese is. We know who they are. We know who Johnny is. Even though, but that kind of goes back to is like, we know he ain't no Pedialyte, he ain't no pedophile, so we know that's not the case. But I take issue with people who see themselves one way and that's not who they really are. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, Miguel's doing pretty good too, so give him some credit.
I really thought they was. Shout out to Ladybugs though. Like, that's a throwback.
I know, that is one of my favorite movies. I watch that movie all the time. I'm sorry, but
I know, right? I was just here for the reference, like, because when you're a person of a certain age, you immediately know what they're talking about, right?
Love that movie. Jack isn't, what is their name? Jackie.
Who? Wait.
Jackie Harry?
Jackie
is that her
Harry,
name?
yeah.
Yeah, she is she's in that movie as well. I love that movie. I'm about to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it. I know.
I really thought one of them was gonna end up in a dress. I was like, don't do this. Not like this.
Not like this.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, kicks get chicks.
Kicks.
Apparently
get chicks.
Oh my gosh, what did you guys think of this episode? And it can't just be well, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't need to see. Go ahead.
I know some of our commenters got our back, so it's not just us.
La mayoría, pero there's always that one person That's like
We're not talking about that right now.
There's always that one person where it's like, really, what earth do you live on? But anyway, drop down in the comments. What were you most excited about in this episode? I know finding out Amanda was a gangster and Aisha making an appearance. Bring her back more, please. Thank you. Until next time, we are your hosts, and I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique. But Amanda rolled up like Ice Cube is straight out of Compton.
That's the mental picture.
I'm Monique, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop.
We will see you on the next episode of Blerd Up Reacts.
Thanks, guys.